Welcome back to another explainer. I am so incredibly excited about today's topic because we're going to completely stretch our minds across the timeline of the universe itself. So let's just dive right into this vast cosmic timeline. Today we're exploring a pretty fascinating question. What will we miss? Human lives are, notoriously short relative to the age of the universe. And because of that, there are some absolutely spectacular events that are guaranteed to happen long, long after we're gone. But, as you'll see today, the future actually has plenty of reasons to be incredibly jealous of the exact moment in time that you and I are living in right now.
So take a look at the number 6009. I want you to just think about it for a second. What makes this specific, super distant year so incredibly special? It might seem totally random, but it actually holds a really fun mathematical quirk. Well, it turns out 6009 is going to be the very first year since 1961 that, when written out in Hindu Arabic numerals, can be totally inverted, literally flipped completely upside down, and it still reads exactly the same. It's a fun little quirk, but sadly, since human lifespans are just a tiny blip, you and I are definitely going to miss out on seeing the year 6009. And honestly, we're going to miss out on a whole bunch of quirky, near-future milestones. Like, take the Wemding time pyramid in Germany. They started building it in 1993, and it's eventually meant to be this pile of 120 concrete blocks. But get this, the builders are only adding one single block every 10 years. At that painfully slow rate, this pyramid won't be finished until the year 3183. The final block is going to be placed by our more than 30 greats grandchildren. But even those distant grandchildren are going to miss out on the next milestone, which is frolicking safely in the Chernobyl exclusion zone. The radioactive contamination from the 1986 disaster is going to stay way too high for safe human activity until roughly the year 22,000.
All right, moving on to Section 1, the deep cosmic future.
I mean, we are missing out on some truly mind-blowing stuff here. Possibly right within our lifetimes, but absolutely within the next million years, massive stars like Betelgeuse and Eta Carinae are going to explode into brilliant supernovas, and they'll be visible right here from Earth. I am so bummed I'll probably miss this because for a few weeks, it's going to look almost as if Earth has two suns. I'm serious. Even though they're hundreds or thousands of light years away, these exploding supernovas will shine brighter than a full moon at night, and they'll be so blindingly powerful that you'll literally see them during the daytime.
But the real sky show? That comes much later, and it involves our entire galaxy. You know how when you look up from Earth, the stars kind of look like little drops of milk splashed across the dark sky? Well, that's actually exactly why we call it the Milky Way. It comes from the Greek root for milk. Think lactose, lactic, galactic, galaxy. Every single drop of milk in the sky, every individual star you can step outside and see with your naked eye right now is safely nestled inside our own galaxy, the Milky Way. But if you look through a telescope, there's this blurry, distant shape out there. It's not a star, it's not a cloud of gas, it's an entirely different galaxy, the Andromeda galaxy. It's 2.5 million light years away, contains twice as many stars as the Milky Way, and it reveals this terrifying but honestly awesome fact. It's coming our way. It is speeding toward us at 300 kilometers a second. That is literally faster than a speeding bullet.
Right now, today, Andromeda is just a blurry smudge to us. But jump forward 2 billion years, and it will have approached so closely that anyone looking up will see this massive, glowing galactic disk just dominating the night sky. And then, at the 3.75 billion year mark, the Milky Way and Andromeda actually collide. The night sky is literally going to glow with the birth of new stars as these two massive structures mix together into this brilliant cosmic tie-dye. It'll look exactly like an incredible sci-fi movie poster.
A couple billion years after they collide, the cores of both galaxies will be married together into one bright glowing center. Eventually, Earth basically becomes a stepchild to what was once Andromeda, part of this brand new, bigger family called Milkdromeda. Honestly, it would be absolutely incredible to be alive to witness our galaxy colliding with another. But I really want to warn you, do not get consumed by FOMO, the fear of missing out. Because whatever life is around to see Milkdromeda, they actually have plenty to envy us for.
Which brings us to Section 2, the Great Reversal, and what the future misses out on.
So yeah, we might miss out on supernovas and the awe-inspiring birth of Milkdromeda. But future beings are going to completely lose out on familiar earthly and local cosmic wonders that we just take totally for granted today. They might have spectacular nightly views of galactic collisions, but they will secretly wish they'd been born in our exact time. For instance, did you know the moon actually moves about 1 centimeter further away from the Earth every single year?
That means 600 million years from today, the moon just won't be close enough to Earth to completely block out the sun. Future humans will literally never see a total solar eclipse. Never! And back down here on Earth, long before the oceans dry up, Niagara Falls is going to vanish. The rushing water erodes the rock at the top of the falls backward by about a foot a year. So by the year 52,000, it'll have eroded all the way back into Lake Erie. Poof! No more Niagara Falls. And granite? It erodes at about 1 inch every 10,000 years. So by the year 7 million, the faces on Mount Rushmore will be completely wiped clean.
And the losses actually extend right into our own solar system. In 50 to 100 million years, Saturn won't have its lovely rings anymore. The particles making up those rings will slowly be pulled into the planet's gravity or just ejected straight out into deep space. So future skywatchers won't ever even see Saturn's iconic rings. They're just going to see a plain, ringless gas giant.
All right, let's look at Section 3, your cosmic present. Let's zoom all the way back from millions of years in the deep future, down to something highly, highly personal. Think about it. Do you remember your conception or your birth? Well, of course not. You don't remember two of the most seminal events in your entire life. We humans miss out on our own beginnings simply because babies don't form episodic memories right away. But we live in this amazing time where we can kind of reconstruct that. There are online calculators now, like whenwasiconceived.com, where you can just plug in your birthday and it will calculate the exact week your parents made you happen. It'll even tell you the #1 song and the #1 movie from that week, which, let's be honest, might have been directly involved in your origin story.
And this brilliantly illustrates something bigger. Consider the epic journey of a single photon. First, it gets created by nuclear fusion deep, deep inside the core of a star. Then, it doesn't just shoot out. It enters this incredibly dense stellar jungle of atoms, molecules, and electrons. It gets continuously absorbed and re-emitted, taking this random pinball walk, basically bouncing around helplessly inside the star for thousands, sometimes millions of years. Eventually, it finally reaches the surface and pops out into space. It's born. Then, a tiny, extremely lucky percentage of those photons find a path that actually intersects with Earth. And that ancient, millions of years old photon ends its massive journey by being absorbed right under your own retina.
Which leads us to this utterly mind-blowing fact. Because of how vast space is and how long light takes to travel, some of the light hitting Earth today left its star the very month you were born. Or, even more incredibly, some light entered the freezing vacuum of space when your entire body was just one single cell.
And you can actually go out and engage with this actively tonight. Using online star distance calculators, you can plug in your exact age or the date of your conception, and the database will find a specific star that is exactly that many light years away from Earth. You can step outside, look up, and point to the exact star whose light has been traveling through the freezing vacuum of space for exactly as long as you have been alive.
So, here is the crucial point. As the quote goes, space is really big and your life is very short. But space is so gosh darn big, you don't have to miss out on everything. Yes, we are definitely going to miss the grand collision of Andromeda. We will miss the year 6009, but we are physically indirectly connected to deep space right here in our very present moment. Every time we look up, we are catching ancient light.
Which leaves me with this final question for you to ponder. When you look up at the night sky tonight, which ancient photon will finally end its million-year cosmic pinball journey directly inside your eye? You are the universe experiencing itself, and you have a front-row seat to wonders that the future will only dream of. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep looking up, and I will see you next time.